Chapter 7 Data Types and Variables.
Visual Basic is a programming language developed by Microsoft. It is based on the BASIC language and provides tools to create user-friendly applications. VB creates event-driven applications. Event-driven means the user will decide what to do with the program, whether he or she wants to enter text in a text box, click the command button, etc. Visual Basic or VB is a user-friendly object-oriented language. You can add controls to VB and change their properties. There are two views of each Visual Basic application. Design view. In Design view, you design the form by placing various controls and setting their properties. Code view. In Code view, you write program codes to run events in the application.
Visual Basic Data Type. The data type of a programming element refers to what kind of data it can hold and how it stores that data. Data types apply all values that can be stored in computer memory or participate in the evaluation of an expression. In Visual Basic, like any other computer languages, data is divided into two categories: numeric data types, non-numeric data types. Numeric data types are about numbers and their calculations, whereas data that's non-numeric data type are about data that cannot be used in mathematical calculations. Different data types in VB. Byte, 1 byte, integer, 2 bytes, long, 4 bytes, single, 4 bytes, double, 8 bytes, currency, 8 bytes, decimal, 12 bytes. Non-numeric, string, fixed length, length of string, variable length, length plus 10 bytes, date, 8 bytes, boolean, true or false, 2 bytes. Variables in VB. Variables are named areas in memory in which you store data while the workbook containing the code is open. We can say that variable refers to a memory location used to store data temporarily. To minimize the time you spend understanding and debugging code use, each variable for one purpose only, names that indicate what the variable represents in the problem. Variable names. The Visual Basic, each variable must be given a name. The following are the rules when naming the variable in Visual Basic. It must be less than 255 characters. There is no spacing allowed in a variable name. It must not begin with a number. You cannot put a period, dot in a variable name. And sign is not acceptable in variable name. Variable declaration in Visual Basic. Declaring a variable means reserving memory space for them. By default, VB allows you to create variables simply by using them in your code. There are two types of declaration. Implicit declaration. Whenever VB encounters a new variable, it assigns the default variable type and value. This is called implicit declaration. Explicit declaration. By default, the Visual Basic compiler enforces explicit declaration, which requires that you declare every variable before you use it. To explicitly declare a variable, use the dim, private, public, or static keyword to specify the variable's scope, lifetime, and data type. Dim statement is used to declare a variable in VB. Syntax: dim variable name as data type. Example: dim marks as integer will create variable named marks to store integer values. Individual dim statements can be combined in one line by separating each variable in a comma. Example: dim marks as integer, name as string, DOB as date. Assigning values to variables. After declaring various variables using the dim statement, We can assign values to those variables. The syntax of an assignment in Value Basic 2012 is variable is equal to expression. The variable can be declared variable or a control property value. The expression could be mathematical expression, a number, a string, a Boolean value, true or false, etc. Numeric variables are assigned numbers as value, whereas non-numeric variables are assigned string or text as values. Examples of assignment statements are as follows. Name, Sahil, marks, 55, total value, value 1 plus value 2 plus value 3. Constants. You may need to use quantities that have constant values. It's like a variable, but you cannot modify it. Declaring constants. Constants are different from variables in the sense that their values do not change during the running of the program. You can declare a constant using the constant keyword. The syntax to declare a constant is constant name as data type value, example constant pi as single, is equal to 3.14159, constant number as integer is equal to 25. Let us create an interface in VB and write the code for click event of the button, which will calculate cost when the total cost per notebook is given and the number of notebooks is variable. Add two labels, one button and one textbook on the form. Using the property window, rename them after adding on the form. Double-click on the button, in this example total cost, to enter the code editor window. Write the following code in the click event of the command button. In the above code, the cost per notebook has been declared as constant is equal to 30 and the number of notebooks is variable. You can enter the number of the notebooks of your choice and click on the total cost to calculate the cost. Concatenating two strings. It is possible to add or concatenate two strings in VB and print them as single string. Let us create an interface in VB and write a code for the click event which will concatenate two strings. To concatenate two strings, we require three label controls, one button control and two textbook. Now rename all these controls as per your requirement by using Properties window. Double-click on the button. In this example, click here to enter the code editor window. Write the following code in the click event of the command button. Output for string concatenation. Adding shape in a form. Shape control is used to add different shapes like circle, rectangle, square, oval, etc. in a form. The key properties used in a shape control are as follows. Name, it is used to refer to the shape while writing the code. Fill color, it is used to specify the color of the shape. Fill style, it is used to select the fill style for the shape. Example, solid, vertical, horizontal, etc. To add a shape, follow the steps given below. Step 1. Drag the oval shape or rectangle shape control from the Visual Basic Power Packs tab in the toolbox to form or contain a control. Drag the sizing and move handles to size and position the shape. You can also size and position the shape by changing the size and position properties in the Properties window. To create a rectangle with rounded corners, select the corner radius property in the Properties window and set it to a value that is greater than 0. Step 3. In the Properties window, optionally set additional properties to change the appearance of the shape. Debugging in VB. Sometimes an unintentional error may make an otherwise good program work unexpectedly. Errors in a program are typically known as bugs, and the process of finding them and fixing them is known as debugging. The following are the common types of error in Visual Basic. Syntax errors. Syntax errors are those that appear while you write code. These occur as a result of wrongly written code in VB. Visual Basic checks your code as you type it in the code editor window and alert you if you make a mistake, such as misspelling a word or using a language element improperly. Syntax errors are code errors. You can fix them easily in the coding environment as soon as they occur. For example, sometimes errors keep the programming from even starting, sometimes they cause the program to stop running or crash, and other times the program may run but not give the expected results. A ++ B, D A into B. The above examples are invalid statements in VB and will result in syntax error because ++ is not a legal operator and ... is not an arithmetic operator. Semantic error. Semantic errors are also known as logic errors. Just as the English language has rules about how sentences are formed from nouns and verbs, Visual Basic has a rule about how program statements are formed from keywords and expressions. Semantic errors occur as a result of meaningless statements of code in VB. For example, C divided by D is equal to E. Although the statement is correct in syntax, yes, it is meaningless in VB. Runtime errors. Runtime errors occur when the execution of program is taking place. These typically occur when a program attempts an operation that is impossible to carry out. The most commonly occurring runtime errors faced by beginners are the following. Divided by 0 error. When a number is divided by 0 somewhere in the program, a wrong value of data is given as input. All these errors may result in one or all the following consequences. Stopping of the program execution abnormally, program giving incorrect results, wastage of computing as well as programmer's time. The program should be made strong or robust to come out of unexpected problems.